cheer before we get started? All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So before we begin, I just want to acknowledge our board members, our wonderful superintendent, Dr. Coleman, our deputy superintendent, Ms. Berry Brown, and all other members of the district. We appreciate you and all of your support. As you know, we love our babies. I'm so happy that we were able to fellowship today. It's been a trying year and a half because we are a close-knit school, a close-knit family. We love all of our hugs, so it's been tough on us this last year and a half, but I'm so proud that we were able to get together and celebrate our babies. So for those of you who do not know me, I am Dr. Revelle, the proud principal of Rouge STEM Academy. Our scholars have persevered through the unimaginable for the past year and a half. My only hope tonight is that you came energized and prepared to show our scholars more love than ever before, because families, it's your graduation too. As your 8th grader walks across the stage, remember, it's your graduation too. Your child couldn't have reached this milestone without a lot of help from you. Think about all the lunches packed and the permission slips you signed. When your child didn't feel like going to school, remember how you listened when he or she whined. Those parent-teacher conferences really weren't that much fun, but you attended diligently and never missed one single one. And don't forget all the homework and the STEM projects you did together. Think of all the events you've attended, regardless of the weather. You purchased supplies and brand new clothes every single year. You kept your end of the bargain, and now 8th grade graduation day is here. So hold your head up proudly as your child marches down the aisle. Wipe that stray tear from your eye and don't forget to smile. And cheer with all your might as they enter this gymnasium tonight. Thank you, and we certainly hope that you enjoy the ceremony. At this time, I am so happy and so proud to introduce our salutatorian, Paris Reese. Let's give him a round of applause.
Konnichiwa. Boku wa Persu desu. 2020年の8の年生の卒業式へようこそ。おめでとうございます。Translation. Good afternoon. My name is Paris. Welcome to the class of 2021 8th grade graduation. Congratulations. First, I would like to thank those who helped us come this far to accomplish our goals. I would like to thank the 8th grade teachers who have tried to push us to do some of the work to accomplish this milestone. I have not been at STEM long, but I cannot say the time I spent here wasn't fun and helped me grow as a person. I would also like to thank the parents for coming here today to see your kids walk across this stage and leave the last 3 years behind them. Because apparently 5th grade is in middle school. Hilarious. I would also like to give a personal thanks to my mom and dad for showing me the kind of person I should be in this world we call home. We only have one step until we go to college. That step is before us as we prepare for high school. I would like to give you guys a quote to think about from Malcolm X. Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. Now, I chose this quote because education is important, but it can only help those who strive and work hard for it today. Now, can we take a moment to give our attention to Ms. Patillo and Ms. Mackey, our 8th grade advisors. Thank you and have a nice day.
Can we give Paris a little more love? The pandemic has brought many new challenges for our children. We have 2 students that would like to acknowledge the support from people in their lives for their accomplishments this year. Shanaira Kitchen and Crystal Dockery, please come forward.
To whom it may concern. I want to say thank you to every teacher that was my teacher from 3rd to 8th grade. I especially want to thank these people that I'm going to name. I want to thank Mr. Winham for being there for me when I needed help, trying so hard to be the best teacher he can be, and for being the funniest, corniest person with his jokes that made my day. The next person that I want to thank is Miss Mick because she would listen to anything I would talk about, but I would have to finish my work first. I want to thank her for making all those quick writes because honestly, I love writing them. I will also want to thank her for giving me all those hugs because they definitely made my day, especially on the bad days. Next, I want to thank Miss Mackey, my other mom in school. I, I would say she pushed me the hardest because she will always tell me to finish my work, and I appreciate her for saying that. The other two teachers I would like to thank is Miss White and Miss Williamson. They really helped me when they were my teachers, and I want to thank them for that. All those teachers I just named, I was bad in their class. I always used to talk or do something I wasn't supposed to do, but I thank them for putting up with me. Lastly, I want to thank both of the principals that were here running this school for not suspending me of all my time being here. And I want to thank Mr. Vale for being the best principal she can be. With thanks, Shannara Kitchen.
Good afternoon. I want to say this thank you letter to my mom and my dad. I want to say thank you for helping me get to where I am now. I would have made this letter to my grandma, but she's no longer with us. Mom, you helped me get here at this point in my life by telling me to never overdo anything and to focus on nobody but myself, and I appreciate that. You pushed me to become a smart, beautiful, strong black teenager. Sometimes you can overdo it, but I know it's for the best. Dad, I want to thank you for being in my life because not everyone has a dad like you. I want to thank you. I want to thank you for that. We might not spend a lot of bonding time together or hang out a lot, but just having a dad I can talk to is all I need, and I want to say thank you. Mom and Dad, thank you for being the best parents and raising me to be here. I know this is a big leap for me and you, but just hold on tight because this is only the beginning. Thank you, Crystal Dockery.
Thank you, ladies. Distance learning has been a challenge for all of us in this unprecedented year. However, our silver scholars have persevered with at least a 3.0 this year. So we just wanted to take a minute to acknowledge those students who earned at least a 3.0 this year overall. Mikhail McDowell. Jaden Milton. Michaela Grant. Micah Campbell. Our gold scholars have excelled, earning at least a 3.5 overall this year. Those students are Paris Reese, Memphis McDowell, Pauline Hunt, Braylon Campbell, Sanaya Coleman, Marissa Andrejag, Can we give those scholars one more acknowledgement, please? It was hard work this year. It was hard work. Let us also acknowledge our top 2 scholars. Our salutatorian has an insurmountable work ethic and a mind that is constantly asking questions and making observations. With a 3.83, Paris Reese is our salutatorian this year. This year's valedictorian has served as an example academically and behaviorally. A person of few words, she has always let her work speak for itself. With a GPA of 3.85, she has surely accomplished that. Our valedictorian for the class of 2021 is Marissa Andrzejak.
Hello, I'm Marissa Andrzejak, and STEM has made a big impact on me, with memories going all the way back to the 3rd grade until now. At STEM, I had honorable experience with students and teachers, such as trips to space camp and going to Atlanta. These experiences are what I'm going to miss. Even though I will miss STEM, I think it's safe to say that all of us 8th graders will continue on to our future, from high school to possibly college. Can you believe it? All that work really did something. I think we should stop and appreciate how spectacular these 8th graders were. With so being said, I would like to acknowledge the people who got us where we are today. Staff, teachers, and parents, thank you. You guys have done an amazing job at guiding us. Speaking for myself, Miss Banks was a wonderful influence as a teacher and a mother. To conclude, congratulations, class of 2021. We have graduated even with the pandemic. Please take a moment to welcome our guest speaker this year. He also happens to be our math teacher, Peter Wilhelm.
Thank you, Marissa. Good afternoon. It is my honor and pleasure to welcome 8th grade graduates, guests of our graduates, esteemed board members, Dr. Coleman, Ms. Barry Brown, and members of the River Rouge Educational Administrative Staff to the graduation ceremony for the STEM 8th grade class of 2021. Congratulations to all STEM graduates. I'm so proud of each and every one of you. You did it. I would also like to acknowledge, and thank the parents, guardians, friends, family that are present and those not here that played a pivotal support role to each of our graduates. Your love, compassion, and firm hands of support have been and will continue to be critical to their continued growth. Graduates, can we pause for a moment, turn our heads from side to side, and just revel at the fact that we're all back together in person for the first time in over a year. We gather today to celebrate your accomplishments and wish you well in your future endeavors. Standing here in front of all of you, I'm reminded of my 8th grade graduation. So just to give you some perspective as to when that was, The Simpsons were only in their third season. I played video games on a Sega Genesis and a Super Nintendo. The internet and cell phones. What's that? I specifically remember how I felt the day of my 8th grade graduation. I was excited and happy to be done with middle school. I wouldn't have to complete another math test with Mrs. Peters or write another short story for Mrs. McGee. I wouldn't have to put on that uniform and go to school. I was finished. Of course, I didn't have Mr. Wilhelm standing at a podium, looking me in the eyes, quoting Louis L'Amour. There will come a time when you believe everything is finished. That will be the beginning. And so here you are, finishing one chapter of your life and getting ready to write the next one. You're entering high school and beginning your journey towards adulthood on the heels of watershed, life-changing moments here in the United States and around the world. When faced with personal challenges and larger problems in society, it's so easy to despair, to dwell on what is or what went wrong, to believe there's no light at the end of the tunnel. We, of course, can choose to have this outlook, or we can choose imagination. We can choose determination. We can choose hope. We can choose love. This world has many pressing problems in need of creative, hungry minds to tackle them. I challenge each and every one of you to seek out one or more of these problems and get to work on solving it. Don't wait for the problem to come to you. Seek it out. Seek out mentors. Seek out like-minded people. Connect with them. Take steps towards making this world a better place. This world needs you. It needs you to be a beacon of hope, an agent of change. It needs you to do. Be that person. I would like to issue one more challenge to each of you that's a little different than the first. I challenge each of you to, at some point over the course of the next few years, get out of the city. Go to a place with very little to no lights at night. On a clear, cloudless night before the moon rises, go outside. Find a comfortable place to lay on the ground and look up at the night sky. Allow the beauty and grandeur of thousands of stars you see fill up your heart. Stare at the magnificence and know that everything is as it should be. Then reach out to me and tell me about your experience. I want to close with the words that I've used at the end of almost every class this year. I started using them as much as a reminder to myself, as much as a way to hopefully inspire you. As you begin the next step of your journey, just remember, take care of yourself. Feed your mind, body, and soul in whatever way fills up your cup. Be kind to yourself and to others. And whenever possible, without abandon, don't forget to smile. Congratulations, class of 2021. And now I'd like to introduce Dr. LaToya Ravel and Ms. Cynthia Bakes for the presentation of the certificates.
All right, let's give Mr. Wilhelm another round of applause. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for a fabulous job so far. We cannot wait to present you all with your certificates. This is a sign that you have completed your journey here at River Rouge STEM Academy. But before we hand out these certificates, Ms. Banks and I just want to pause for a second to thank our 8th grade advisors, Ms. Mackey and Ms. Patillo. Can you come on up, please? You two have done an amazing job making sure that our scholars had a wonderful end of the year despite the circumstances. Thank you so much for spearheading everything. We appreciate you. This is a small gift on behalf of myself, Ms. Banks, and our scholars. We appreciate you. Let's give them a round of applause for the fabulous job that they did this year. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you to the entire 8th grade team because, you know, without teamwork, we can't get the job done. So thank you. I'd like to acknowledge Mrs. Vick, thank you, and Mr. Wilhelm, thank you. We appreciate you all. 8th graders, as you travel to high school, please remember the 4 agreements by Miguel Ruiz. Number 1, be impeccable with your words. Speak with integrity. Say only what you mean. Use the power of your word for truth and love only. Number 2, don't take anything personally. Nothing others do is because of you. Number 3, don't make assumptions. Find the courage to ask questions and to express what you really want. And number 4, always, always do your best. Your best is going to change from moment to moment. However, if you simply do your best, you will avoid self-judgment, self-abuse, and regrets. Again, congratulations. I love you. I'm so proud of you. And I am so confident that you all are going to be amazing in high school. Ms. Cowles, where are you, Ms. Cowles? Where are you? These are some gems that are coming over to you. So be prepared for my babies and take great care of them. I love them so much. And let me hope I get through these names because I'm emotional. But we're gonna start celebrating our babies, and we're gonna hand out these certificates of achievement to let you know that you have conquered and completed your journey here at Rouge STEM Academy. Mr. Holly, you wanna come up and help us, please? All right, listen up, STEM family. When I say these names, you better scream, holler, get on your feet, toot your horn, whatever you need to do, but we're gonna celebrate every baby from the beginning to the end. So we're gonna get this party started. We're gonna begin with Marissa Anderjack, Kayla Armstrong. We have Rashad Broaden, but he couldn't make it today, so we're gonna move on to Jermaine Burnett. Jayan Caldwell, Micah Campbell, Mr. Braylon Campbell, Tiariana Clark, Sanaya Coleman, Cody Connor, Dominique Connor. We have Ayani Desasure, but she couldn't make it today, so we're gonna move on to Crystal Dockery, Talia Ford. All right, we gotta do better than that. We have Mr. Derek Gaddy, Praylin Garcia, Michaela Grant, good job, scholars. We're gonna pause so that we can get some of these certificates out. All right, we have Araya Harrison Wright. We have Brian Herndon, who couldn't make it with us tonight, but next we have Pauline Hunt. We have Shanaira Kitchen, Mr. Craig Johnson, we have Mr. Ross Mashore, but he couldn't make it tonight. So next we have Zaye McAdoo, and congratulations to Mikhail McDowell. We have Memphis McDowell, Jaden Melton, Leela Osley. Next up, we have Mr. Kareem Pasha. And we have Raynika Phillips, Mr. Jaden Pitts, we have Angel Redding, Mr. Paris Reese, we have Damon Russian, but he couldn't make it tonight, so we are going to move on to Jeremiah McMahon. Next up, we have Denia Smith. And we have Dondre Smith. We have Michonne Smith. Let's keep cheering them on as we move on to Mr. Sakari Steele. And now we have Nia Thomas. We have Desire Thompson. Mr. Christopher Williams. And last but certainly not least, Mr. Dorian Williams. All right, let's give these 8th graders another round of applause. We are so proud of them. We are so excited for all of the hard work that they have done throughout their tenure here at Rouge STEM Academy. Like I said earlier, we are so confident that they are going to do phenomenal as they move forward. Now, it's always a pleasure to hear from scholars from years before. And tonight, we have the honor of having one of our scholars who graduated years before share the closing remarks. She is now at the high school, and she's doing a phenomenal job. So please join me in welcoming Tayshana Phillips for our closing remarks.
Good afternoon. I would like to take this opportunity to thank River Ridge Board of Education and Superintendent Dr. Coleman for their dedication to our district. Additionally, thank you to Principal Kyles, Dr. Reville, and Ms. Courtney for this opportunity to speak to 8th grade graduates and families. My name is Tayshana Phillips, and I am a rising senior at River Ridge High School. And I would like to lead with encouraging words to the 8th grade class. This day is particularly special to me because a few years ago, I was in the same space that each of you are experiencing today. And today, I get to witness my younger sibling graduate from STEM Academy as well. As a rising freshman, please take your 9th grade seriously because it will set the tone for the rest of your high school career. Grades matter, and most importantly, you have a responsibility to reach your highest potential. To reach your highest potential, you should not procrastinate and must stay on top of all of your work. Lastly, do not lose focus on your goals that you have and to actually enjoy your high school career. There are plenty of opportunities to explore, events to attend, and new people to meet. Know that you are entering a new chapter in your life and one that is filled with adventures and challenges. As you navigate this chapter, you will encounter high school staff that really cares for you and will do anything to see you succeed in life. Expect the unexpected and know that everyone's path is different from yours. Know that friends may come and go, and yes, all-nighters to complete homework do exist, and good memories will be created. I wish all you incoming 9th graders the best in your high school experience. As an incoming senior, it has been an experience that I won't forget.
Let's give Tayshana another round of applause. At this time, I'm going to call up our dance teacher, Ms. Hawkins. She's going to go ahead and we're going to do one little quick activity before we get into the dinner reception, just to show our scholars some more love. So I'm going to go ahead and pass the microphone over to her. Again, thank you for spending this time with us and for us to be able to come together in fellowship.
All right. Well, good afternoon, class of 2021. Are you guys excited? Come up. Now, y'all know I'm all about energy. Y'all got to come a little bit harder than that. Are y'all excited? All right, so I want to say first that I'm so proud of these babies. We have had some great times, whether it was us doing the Christmas program, Black History program, you guys teaching me TikToks, and us learning a lot of different things. I have had a lot of fun with you all, and the fun is going to continue today. So, what we're going to do, parents, family, and loved ones, we're going to celebrate our babies as we go throughout the hall. So what I'm going to have you guys do is that we're going to line up all the way throughout the hall to give them their last clap out as they go throughout the building. Now, we need high energy as your babies are walking down the hall, okay? Now, for some of my family members that probably can't stand too long or are too mobile, you can definitely stay seated if you would like. If you want to join the festivities, I tell you to stay closer to the door or to the gym area, okay? Students, you guys are gonna go throughout and we're gonna go upstairs. Y'all gotta come with all the energy. Go ahead, stand up real quick. Let's give a round of applause to our baby. Like, hype them up. Come on. You look amazing. All of that. So, parents, okay? Now y'all know I don't play with the energy. Y'all chose the song, we gotta come full force. So parents, I'm gonna have you guys stand up first. We're gonna make our way to the hall. Y'all gotta turn up all of that for our babies as well. So, grads, sit down. We're gonna let the parents and everyone go to the hall first. Okay, you're gonna line up just down the hall like we're doing a Soul Train line.
Tell him. Hey. Come on. Go ahead.